You know, the kind of person who never raises their voice, who shows up to every birthday, remembers every detail, calls themselves your biggest supporter, and somehow you leave every conversation feeling a little less like yourself. That's not coincidence. That's a pattern, and you've been too loyal to name it. 1. They make your needs feel like inconveniences. Not through cruelty, through sighing, through subtle redirection, through becoming the one who needs comforting the moment you ask for something. Psychologist Dr. Arlie Hochschild, who coined the term emotional labor in 1983, described it as the invisible work of managing someone else's emotional comfort at the cost of your own. In plain terms, every time you tried to be vulnerable, the conversation somehow became about them, and slowly you learned to stop trying. 2. They live in a permanent state of victimhood. Something is always happening to them. And because they're the good person, the loyal one, the one everyone roots for, their suffering feels more urgent than yours. Dr. Dan McAdams at Northwestern found that some people build what he calls a contamination sequence, where good things always turn bad and someone else is always responsible. Being close to that person means absorbing their story until their narrative quietly becomes your reality. 3. Their love comes with a ledger. They keep score, graciously, patiently, but they keep it. And when the time comes, you feel the full weight of everything they've ever done for you. This isn't generosity. Research on reciprocity pressure shows that favors can function as control, not because the person is evil, but because somewhere in their history, love was never free, and now neither is theirs. 4. They shrink your ambitions without ever attacking them. They ask careful questions. They play devil's advocate. They remind you, gently, of everything that could go wrong and frame it as love. Developmental psychologists call this protective minimizing. The logic buried beneath the concern is, if I keep you small, I keep you close. It doesn't feel like sabotage. It feels like someone who cares. That's what makes it so effective. 5. You feel lonely in their presence. Not lonely like missing someone, lonely like being unseen by the one person who claims to know you best. Harvard's 85-year study on adult development, the longest study of human happiness ever conducted, found that relationship quality, not quantity, determines our well-being. One relationship that consistently leaves you feeling invisible is not protection, it's erosion. Here's what takes the longest to accept. Good people can cause real damage, not because they're secretly bad, but because unhealed people pass on what was done to them, wrapped in kindness, decorated with loyalty, delivered with the best intentions in the world. You are not ungrateful for noticing. You are not disloyal for naming it. You are paying attention. And that awareness is the beginning of something that actually keeps you safe. If this felt like something you needed to hear but were afraid to say out loud, leave a comment. I read every single one.